Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action. Y'all know we do it on the gym session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Hey, swept the board on Friday, a complete 10-0 sweep. And then yesterday, hey, it wasn't our best day in the office, but still been an amazing week. Been an amazing run. We did drop our NBA play of the day yesterday with my favorite team, the Dallas Mavs. I know. I know. Trust me. I know. Um, but it happened, 12, 3, and 2, last 17. I'm not gonna cry about it or anything like that. It happens, man. And we're gonna get back on track today. Money making Sunday, plenty of NFL action, a decent NBA card. I'm gonna cook up every single game for you guys right here, right now, man. So if you appreciate the content, hey, smash that like button for your guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Top NBA play, top NFL play, and multiple plays in between. So you guys can scoop all that up over at Pickdawgz Premium. Or best thing to do, hop on something long term. Let me help you make some money over an extended period of time. Bounce back day, man. I'm still really hot. Premium side yesterday, what did I go? 3 and 4. I had a losing day, but I'm not gonna overcomplicate it too much. I'm looking to bounce back today. It's been a hell of a month, hell of a week. Let's make it a hell of a 24 hours, man. So without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action, man. First game up. We got Milwaukee laying points on the Portland Trailblazers. Milwaukee's laying 12 and a half. Short, sweet, simple. You guys know I'm not laying 12 and a half with Milwaukee. Can they come out here and blow the Trailblazers out? They very well can. But I'm not laying the points there. You're asking for it when you're trying to lay the points there with Milwaukee. Yes, they are playing well right now. They've won 4 of their last 5, but we just seen them at home against a bad team in the Washington Wizards. They won that game 131-128. I can see this being a similar game, man. What have we said about Milwaukee for most of the season? Yes, they're going to be one of the best teams in the East at the end of the year, but right now, currently, they're not playing the defense that would invoke laying double digits is basically what I'm trying to say. They definitely have the offense to blow these boys out. They're probably going to be up by double digits in certain spots in this game. But in my opinion, in my mind, I can see the Bucks winning this game by 9, 8 points. I'm almost never looking to lay double digits with Milwaukee, at least not right now. Later on in the season, when the chemistry finally comes together, when this team really starts to gel, maybe. But right now, I can't do it. They are hooping. They are playing well, and Portland is straight ass. But I'm not laying the points with Milwaukee. Probably a complete stay away game for me, in all honesty. Next game up, man, we got the Boston Celtics laying 7.5 on the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks, man, they blew the doors off of Washington. Was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. 136-108. They beat Brooklyn the day before that, or the game before that, I'm sorry, 147-145 at home. Before that, Atlanta was really, really struggling. The Boston Celtics, they're coming off a significant road trip, man. They spent a lot of time out on the road. They had came home for one game against Milwaukee and beat them boys 119-116. But other than that, they've mainly been on the road playing bad teams and not covering point spreads. Thing is, this game's another tough one. I'm going to actually lean towards Atlanta. I don't love it, though. I don't love it, and I'm not betting this game. I refuse to bet the Atlanta Hawks, especially out on the road and especially on a back end of a back-to-back. It's a terrible spot. Going up against the Celtics in a bounce-back spot, I'm trying to talk myself into taking the Celtics. I just can't get there. I don't want to lay points in this spot with Boston, so I think the points in our back pocket is kind of attractive with Atlanta. Atlanta seems to always play Boston tough, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that here. Do I love taking the Hawks on the back end of a back-to-back? No, I do not, especially on a road trip. They were in Washington, now having to travel to Boston. I'm not totally in love with it, but they did blow the doors off of Washington in that game, so their main guys were able to come out late in that game. I think they compete with Boston here is basically all I'm saying. Is there an avenue where the Celtics blow these boys out? Of course. The Celtics, in my opinion, are the best team in the East. The Hawks are somewhere middle of the pack. But think this is a lot of number to lay, especially in this style spot. I'm going to take the Hawks plus the points. I think they do enough to keep it just within the number. Next game up, we got the Phoenix Suns out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks laying 2.5 at the crib. Suns are rolling, man. Suns, they've been beating up on a lot of teams. Thing is, they've been beating up on bad teams. The Jazz, Portland, Golden State. You could really even throw them in there, how they've been playing recently, and Memphis. So, really not too much to I'm not trying to overcomplicate it there. New York is also hooping. They've won 4 of their last 5. Most of their damage was done on the road, like it usually was last year. Beat Atlanta, blew the doors off of Washington, blew the doors off of Charlotte, lost out on the road to Minnesota, came back home, beat Miami. Looks like Kevin Durant game time decision for this game. Questionable. So, I'm going to lean towards the Knicks is what I'm going to do here. I don't trust the Suns still out on the road. Can they come out here and win this game? Yes. Do they? I doubt it. I think the Knicks win and cover here. The Suns have been playing good basketball, but I think the Knicks are the best team they've played in quite some time. The Knicks, I think they actually match up quite well with Phoenix. I think their defensive tenacity is going to give Phoenix a little pause for concern, give them a little shake a bit. And I think the Knicks come out on top in this game, man. I do. I think the Knicks is the side here in Madison Square Garden. They're playing well right now, and I think they keep it rolling. I see Phoenix dropping this one. They're playing well right now, but a lot of bad teams. The Knicks are not a bad team. They're more middle of the pack, and I think they give Phoenix a really good game today. I'm going to take the Knicks to win that one at home. We got the Hornets and the Magic. Short, sweet, simple. Magic laying the 7.5 there. I'm not looking to fade Orlando right now, man. These boys are rolling. They're in the middle of a homestand, and I usually love these spots. Charlotte, straight ass. I know they beat Washington and Boston in back-to-back games, but hey, now they're out on the road. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. I'm expecting the Magic to D these boys up and win comfortably in the end. I told you guys at the beginning of the season we were going to lose value on Orlando as the season progresses. The books are starting to catch on. We've been beating them over the head with Orlando all season long. Orlando is currently the number 1 ATS team in the NBA. So, of course, the line is going to start to get out of hand as the people and public and books realize, hey, the Magic are not one of the worst teams in the NBA right now. They actually might be one of the better teams. And here they are going up against one of the worst teams in Charlotte. They're laying a healthy number at the crib, and I'm going to lay it. I could see them winning this game by double digits. Pretty comfortable at home. They've beaten Toronto, Denver, and Boston all at the crib. Denver, they beat them by 5. Boston, they beat them comfortably. And then I don't like that Charlotte's coming off a significant homestand. I think they go out here and get their doors blown off. Give me the Magic, short, sweet, simple. Next up, man, we got the Grizzlies and the T-Wolves. T-Wolves are favored by 6.5. Do I want to lay 6.5 with Minnesota out on the road? No, I do not. Last time we seen them on the road, they barely beat the Pelicans 121-120. Really should have lost that game. We're down big for most of that game. We're able to claw their way back in it. Got their doors blown off by Phoenix the game before that, 133-115 on the road. Minnesota, hey, low key, I never thought I would say these words that are about to come out of my mouth, but the Minnesota Timberwolves have been going stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib in Minnesota. On the road is where we've seen them struggle most, and I think those struggles continue here tonight. Yeah, they win the game, but I'm not laying points with these boys. Come on, Memphis. We saw Memphis compete with Boston at home, fell short in the end, 102-100. They did get their doors blown off by the Phoenix Suns, 110-89. That game was in the in-season tournament, though, and that was a motivation spot for Phoenix to blow them out. Phoenix trying to make the in-season tournament. They had to win by margin in that game. We were on Phoenix in that game. I think the Grizzlies that we have come to know at home the last few seasons kind of show up here. They're going to lose, but I think they can keep it within the number. I'm not trying to lay points with the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the house of disappointment out on the road, man. I'm going to lean towards Memphis in that one. Next up, man, we got Chicago out on the road in Brooklyn. Brooklyn laying 3.5. Brooklyn is still one of the best ATS teams in the NBA. No need to doubt these boys. Hey, taking Brooklyn, I'm laying the points. This one's short, sweet, simple as well. Brooklyn ATS, let me pull it up for you fellas. Brooklyn ATS is 11-3-1, have covered in 78.6% of their games, second best in the NBA behind only the Orlando Magic. And we all know, man, I will continue to fade the Chicago Bulls. I think this team is going to blow up sooner rather than later. Alex Caruso, game time decision. Zach LaVine, game time decision. So, I'm not overcomplicating this one. Bulls have lost 4 or 5, lost back-to-back road games, got their doors blown off by Oklahoma City, got their doors blown off by Toronto. I think they go get their doors blown off here by Brooklyn. Brooklyn already beat them once this season. That game was in Chicago. Brooklyn won 109-107. I think they come back home and win this one even more comfortable than they did the first time in Chicago. Give me the Nets. I'm going to lay the points with them here in that one. They've been great against the number. I think they continue that. We got Cleveland on a back end of a back-to-back facing the Raptors. Cleveland was kind of disappointing yesterday. I thought they would hoop against the Lake Show at home. Reason being is because that's where they typically play their best basketball, and the Lakers have really struggled mightily out on the road to begin this season. But the Lakers ended up getting that one done in the end. Donovan Mitchell played in that game, and kind of like I told you guys yesterday, it might mess up what Cleveland had going for a minute. Cleveland was playing really well without Donovan. Now they got to kind of try to incorporate back him into the fold, and it not only incorporate him back into the fold, but incorporate his shots and his shot taking into the fold, man. When you have a superstar that's out and he's been out for a minute, when he comes back, of course, he's still going to want those same shots that he always gets, but it's going to take the rest of the team out of rhythm. And I kind of think that's what we saw yesterday. I don't necessarily like taking the Cleveland Cavs on a back end of a back-to-back, but I know I'm not backing the Toronto Raptors out on the road. Yes, they've won 3 of their last 4, but this is a spot where they usually fall flat. This is a 50-50 game. Hey, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers at home get this done. Raptors on the road have been terrible for most of the season, and I think they stay that. I'm going to take Cleveland here in a bounce-back spot. Last game of the night, man. We got the San Antonio Spurs out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Denver laying 11.5. Their injury report is really interesting. Caldwell Pope, Aaron Gordon, Reggie Jackson, Jamal Murray, and Nikola Jokic are all on the injury report. Thing is, the only person that's out is Jamal Murray. Everybody else is listed as probable. So I do think they're going to play. And they're back at home. They were straight ass on that road trip, man. We were fading them boys like no business. We were fading them damn near every chance we got. And you guys know, I usually don't love that first home game back. I really don't. But I'm taking the Nuggets here. Short, sweet, simple. You know why? Because they go stupid, dummy, crazy at the crib. This is a bounce back spot for the Nuggets. I think they blow the doors off the San Antonio Spurs. I think they win by 15 points plus. Not overcomplicating this one, man. We've been on this spot for years, or at least the last 2 years, man. We know what's up with Denver. Up there in that elevation, man. They go stupid, dummy, crazy. I think they blow the doors off of San Antonio. San Antonio has been getting their doors blown off pretty consistently. I think that's what happens tonight. So, hey, that's all the games for tonight. Ran through them really quickly. I promise I'm going to be back tomorrow with the NBA action. I'm going to have my graphics, man. It's been a crazy weekend. I wish you guys knew how much work goes into all this behind the scenes, trying to cook it up for you guys, man. But, hey, if you appreciate the content that I do, you know what I say, man. Smash that like button for your guy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're rocking with me, rock with me, man. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site, man. NFL today, Money Making Sunday, and, of course, NBA action, man. Hop on something long-term. Get every single play that I release today, and let me help you make some money. Hey, it's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. We'll bounce back on the play of the day today. 12-3-2, last 17 on the NBA play of the day. Bounce back today on that. And then All Access Club information is in the link below. Text the number, Jay's Full Court Press. We'll set up a time to talk, see if the package is right for you. Yeah, man, that's what I got for y'all, boys. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all the kind words. If you're trolling me because we lost finally, chill. Chill. You know what I mean? Let's keep this momentum rolling forward. Let's get back on track tonight. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. Appreciate each and every one of you guys watching. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm out of here. Peace.